Welcome to Stocking the Pantry with Hal. It's a series of videos, articles, and my ramblings produced in cooperation with the Defiance-Ruston Senior Center. Our goal is to provide information and resources to help everyone to be better prepared and reduce food waste. So let's get started. As we're filming this, it's a little less than a week before Thanksgiving this year. And of course, with Thanksgiving, there's focus on things like pumpkin pie, pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkin leathers, pumpkin seeds, all different things that we have been posting on our website and that we'll be making videos of different ones of those off and on. But today I wanted to explore something that you can do if you have some pumpkin puree left over, and that would be making pumpkin jam. And it's got all the pumpkin pie spices in it too. So you want to begin with a pumpkin puree like that. Now, the thing about canning pumpkin and other winter squashes is you really can't can it safely as a puree at home, because the consistency, or as they say, the viscosity of it is so thick that with home equipment, it's almost impossible to get the proper amount of heat to penetrate all the way to the center to make sure that it's a safe product to seal in a jar and put on a shelf. So you can make your own home preserved winter squash and pumpkins in a pressure canner, but you have to do it as chunks, because the smaller pieces with all the water around it, which heats, will pass the heat into the center of those uniformly. So the easiest thing is, if you have some of these canned, just drain them and puree them. Or it's perfectly fine to buy some 100% pure pumpkin purees in a can. You want to look and make sure, because there are a few of them out there that have sugar added. You're going to be adding enough sugar on your own. And we did post an article about how for a while there was this misconception that it wasn't really pumpkin in here. It's just that it's many times a type of pumpkin that you don't usually buy in the store, only because it's ugly and doesn't make good jack-o'-lanterns. So that's on our websites. So here are the ingredients that we're using. 2 cups of sugar. Now that's about the equal weight of this pumpkin. But this is a traditional recipe, and to get it to thicken up, you need that much sugar to activate the process. About 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice, some ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, salt, allspice. Let's see, am I forgetting one here? Cloves. So we begin by getting everything into our kettle. Don't need a large one, so I'm using our handy dandy induction burner. So we're getting the pumpkin in there. We're getting all that sugar. Makes my teeth hurt. The orange juice and the spices. Let go. FYI, cloves tend to cling to things. The salt. And you notice I still haven't replaced my broken sample cups, but we'll get those soon. So everything is in there. Going to give it a good stir and then turn the heat on. And you may want to be prepared to add a little bit of liquid to this, like water. Another suggestion would be to add like some apple juice. And so it's going to need to cook anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes so that it thickens up well, but you're going to be needing to stir it pretty much constantly. because of both the high sugar content in the fruit, but also the added sugar. All right, so our 10-minute process is finished. It's thickened up nicely. I went ahead and jarred the first jar of it. And by the way, a reminder, when you have hot stuff in a glass jar, never set it on a metal counter. Always put it on something that's going to be less conductive of the heat, or you may have the bottom of it break out. So this is what it looks like, and it will thicken up even more as it cools. And you'll get about 2 half-pint jars of it. So about 2 cups of it. And as I mentioned, it needs to be refrigerated, and it'll stay good in the refrigerator for about 2 weeks, depending on how long you leave it sitting out on the counter between times. But oh dear, that's going to be a full one. But since we're not water bath canning it, I can make it a little bit too full. And so there we have it. Very simple recipe. A number of different spices, but fairly inexpensive ingredients, even ones that if you're looking ahead you can prepare. It can be made with butternut squash or other winter squashes also. And you can feel free, you need to keep the ratio of the sugar the same, but you can feel free to change around the spices some. A little more, a little less. You can make a half batch since it's a refrigerator one and try it out and decide, well, next time needs more ginger. All right, so the next video we're going to be doing is we're going to take a deep dive into the difference between herbs and spices and talk about some things of the prepping them, like toasting the spices and grinding, a few things like that. So please enjoy your Thanksgiving holidays. Thank you for sharing this time with us. If you'd like more information about the Center for Food Preservation Arts, including more recipes, check out our website at preservedfoods.blogspot.com and follow us on Facebook so you get notifications of upcoming articles, videos, and events. And we hope to see you back here for our next virtual canning party.